Dear students, today we are going to discuss about diversity technique. So, before that, let us see. In the case of a multipath channel propagation, the signal will be transmitted from the transmitter to receiver may pass through different channels, or its propagation path is different due to some obstacles between the transmitter and receiver. Okay. So, the signal received at the receiver will have a different characteristics. Okay. So, this characteristics is utilized in the case of diversity techniques. That means in the case of diversity technique, we will be transmitting the same signal from the transmitter to the receiver in different path. Okay. So, that is the way we are achieving diversity techniques. Okay. So, what is in the principle of diversity technique is, in the case of multipath channels, signal transmitted from the transmitter to receiver may travel through different paths to reach the receiver. So, here the same information reaches the receiver through statistically independent channels. So, here the information may be passed from transmitter to receiver through this path or through this path or through this path, or these three paths are different. Okay. Sometimes it may use the line of sight communication, sometimes it may use ionospheric communication, so sometimes it may be using satellite communication. So, the different path is selected for the transmission of the same information. So, sometimes the signals on one path have small fade, or the signals on the other path have a stronger fade. So, the signals that is having strong strength will be received at the receiver in the case of diversity technique. Okay. That means the signal which is having smaller fade will be received at the receiver, or it will be selected at the receiver. Okay, receiver will be receiving different signals from different path, and the signal which is having smaller fade or larger strength will be received or selected. So that when these signals reach the receiver can choose the signals having high signal to noise ratio or high strength. So what is, we can say that diversity is the technique through which same information is transmitted from the transmitter to receiver through multiple wireless communication channels. So what is there in it? Same information is transmitted through the multiple wireless communication channels. Okay. So that information transmitted from the receiver will be received with the different characteristics. Okay. So from at the receiver side the selection will be done, that is we are saying that diversity. Okay. That means the receiver makes selection from whatever it is received. So there is diversity is achieved at the receiver side. Okay. So diversity may be achieved at the transmitter side also, that can be by using different number of antennas. Okay. So we can classify the diversity. Basically the diversity is classified into micro diversity and macro diversity. You know that in the case of multipath channels there will be small scale fading and large scale fading. Actually this small scale fading effect is due to the smaller movements, or when the mobile, we have a base station and a mobile, when the mobile moves smaller distances, the signal received will be having some fading effects, and such effects is called small scale fading, that is for a smaller distance or smaller movement of the mobile. Okay. In the case of large scale fading, there will be some in between the transmission path of the signals between the transmitter and receiver, there may be some shadowing effects, that is why large scale fading occurs. Also sometimes the mobile may be moved a larger distance, so that a large area may be faded, or a large area may be shadowed due to some large buildings and like that, so that the received signal will have a large scale fading effect. So actually this diversity technique is mainly classified into micro diversity and macro diversity. Actually this micro diversity is used to reduce small scale fading effects, and macro diversity is used to reduce, actually it is reduce large scale fading effects. Again, micro diversity is divided into space diversity, frequency diversity and time diversity. Okay. So first of all let us see the space diversity. It is also called spatial diversity. Spatial diversity, it is SPACIAL, spatial diversity or antenna diversity. And it is again classified into selection diversity, feedback diversity, maximal ratio combining diversity and equal gain combining diversity. Okay. And these maximal ratio combining and equal gain combining diversity all are combining diversity combining techniques. These two are diversity combining techniques. Sometimes in the examination you are asked that is explain about the diversity combining techniques. So in that case you have to write maximal ratio combining and equal combining alone. Okay, so whenever you are asked for the diversity, you have to write all this. Okay, so let us see what is a space diversity. So actually this is also called the antenna diversity. That means the selection of the received signal is taken or achieved by using different antennas. Okay, so this diversity is achieved by using multiple antennas at the receiver or transmitter side. Sometimes we may be using multiple antennas at the receiver side. Here you can see the diagram. So this type of diversity is achieved at the receiver side. So this is a receiver diversity, and it is, we can call it here there is only one transmitter or one antenna at the transmitter side. So we can say it is single input multiple output system, and here receiver diversity is attained. Or there is a transmitter and antenna will be transmitting the signal. At the receiver there will be different antenna, number of antennas, that is multiple antennas, and the received signal by this multiple antennas will be demodulated by this demodulator, and then it will be finally received. Okay, that is the receiver diversity. Similarly, this space diversity is attained by using multiple antennas at the transmitter side and a single antenna at the receiver side. So it is called MISO, that is multiple input single output system. Actually it is an example for transmitter diversity. And similarly there may be multiple antennas at the transmitter side as well as at the receiver side. You can see the diagram, and it is called multiple input multiple output system. Actually this is drawn for an idea. Okay, this is the way we are attaining the space diversity by using different antennas. So the number of antennas is more in the case of space diversity or antenna diversity. And here the antenna, here diversity is attained by using multiple antennas at the base station or mobile station, or both at base station and mobile station. And these antennas are separated by several tens of wavelength of the signal being transmitted, and that is signal should be highly decorrelated. So actually we are using different antennas, and these antennas should be decorrelated, then only we will receive the signals with different fading effects. Okay, so the antenna separation, frequency separation or wavelength separation will be several tenth of the wavelength of the signal being transmitted. Okay, so that the signals will be highly decorrelated. That means the signals transmitted from this antenna to this receiver antenna will have some characteristics or some fading characteristics. The signal received from this antenna to this antenna will have different characteristics, and for getting this different characteristics we have to separate this antenna by several tenth of the wavelength. Okay, so there will be some separation for the wavelength at which these signals is being sent. Okay, and here SIMO system, MISO system, MIMO system are here, that is single input multiple output system, multiple input single output system, multiple input multiple output system. Okay, so this is the way we are achieving different space diversity. Okay, so next is, let us see, next is space diversity will have a selection diversity, feedback or scanning diversity, maximal ratio combining, and equal gain combining. Okay, these all are the space diversity technique. Before that, let us move on to frequency diversity. So here diversity is attained in terms of frequency. Here there will be a transmitter antenna and a receiver antenna, and here diversity is attained that the same signal or same information is transmitted by modulating it by different carrier frequencies. So first this information, suppose the information is my name is Praveena, and Praveena is transmitted with a frequency f1. That means that information is modulated with the frequency f1, it is transmitted. And in the second case, the same information is transmitted by modulating it with the frequency f2, and in the third case it is modulating with the frequency f3. Okay, so that different frequencies will be, the information is modulating with the different frequencies, and there should be some difference between these carrier frequencies that we are choosing, and the minimum separation between these frequencies is called coherence frequency or coherence bandwidth, or the carrier separation between the frequencies between these two f1 and f2 should be coherence frequency or coherence bandwidth. And the signals will be received at the receiver and it will be demodulated. Okay, so here why we are choosing the term coherence bandwidth or coherence frequency between separation, coherence bandwidth is that, and whenever we are choosing such a coherence bandwidth difference between coherence frequency difference between these two frequencies, then the signals will be the fading, that means there will be fading effects for each of the signals when it is transmitted through a wireless channel. So that fading effects, we should identify that fading effect at the receiver side. So if the separation between these frequencies is at least coherence bandwidth, then only we can identify the different fading effect of this signal. Else we cannot identify the fading effect of these signals. That means the coherence bandwidth is the frequency or bandwidth for which the fading effects of each of the signals is uncorrelated. Okay. So here same information is transmitted on more than one carrier frequencies. The separation between this carrier frequency is more than the coherence bandwidth, so the fading of the individual signals is uncorrelated. That is, fading of the individual signal is independent. One antenna is needed in this case. You can see here that only one antenna is used. That means in the case of space diversity, multiple antennas is using. Here we can using one antenna and we can demodulate all the signals, okay, received, all the signals received, okay. And one main disadvantage of this frequency diversity is that here the spectral efficiency is less. Here the same information is transmitted by using different frequencies. So same information with the different frequencies means that it is a utter wastage of the particular frequency or particular bandwidth. So what we are doing for improving this spectral efficiency is that we will be sending the information, we will spread the information, and we will be sending each part of the information. That means we are choosing a particular bandwidth and we will be sending a part of the information for with a particular frequency and another part of that information with other frequency. Like that we are splitting the information and we will be sending it with different frequencies. That means we will choose a particular bandwidth and we will be sending the entire information and the information part will be sending with the different frequencies within that bandwidth, so that the repetition of the information is not allowed, so that spectral efficiency is increased. Okay. So to overcome this, we are spreading the information over a bandwidth so that each part of the information is sent with different frequencies. So there is no repetition. That means in the case of frequency diversity. And an example for this is that OFDM technique is, that is orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, is using this scheme. Okay. In that case frequency diversity is spectral efficiency is high. Okay. So this is a frequency diversity, and next is time diversity. And similar to frequency diversity, what we are doing is that here also a transmitting antenna and there will be a receiving antenna. We will be transmitting the same information at a particular time, and then the same information is transmitted to at another time. That means there should be the same information is transmitted regularly with a regular time interval between these two. Okay. So the information is transmitted repeatedly at regular intervals. The interval or time spacing between each transmission should exceed the coherence time. So suppose this is transmitting at a particular time t equal to 1 second, then after 3 seconds it will be transmitting, then after 6 seconds it will be transmitting. So there is a repeated transmission of the same information at regular intervals of time. Okay. So there should be some separation between these time intervals, and the minimum separation between these two transmission is a coherence time, and actually this coherence time, that is a minimum separation, and that is needed because otherwise the fading effects of the signals will be correlated. So what we want is we need to identify the fading effects on each path. Okay. But for identifying the fading effects on each path separately or uncorrelated, we have to give a time spacing between these two paths as a coherence time. Okay. So coherence time is the time duration for which the distortion is evident at the receiver. That means we can clearly identify the fading effects on each channel. That means fading is uncorrelated in the case of coherence time. If the separation is less than coherence time, then fading effects will be correlated. So we cannot identify the distortion. Okay. So that is the receiver side. That is at the receiver side, multiple repetitions of the signal with the independent fading will be received. An example for this time diversity is that is achieved in the case of rack receivers and spread spectrum CDMA. Okay, that is an example for time diversity, a case that we will see in the next cases. Okay, so this is the main classification of diversity technique, that is space diversity, frequency diversity and time diversity. And next in the video we will be discussing about different classifications of space diversity. Okay.